Hey mathematicians, let's look at predicting some outcomes. I've got a die right here. It's obviously got 6 sides. I know that it's a cube. And the options on the 6 sides are the dots or the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We finish off. So they are possible outcomes if I was to roll the die. We're going to get one of those 6 options, aren't we? As the outcome. So let's write that down. You can see I've got a bit of a table here. In this column, possible outcome, well, the possible outcomes, as we just talked about, are one dot, 2 dots, 3 dots, 4 dots, 5, or 6. Those are the possible outcomes of our chance experiment. Now I wonder, is one of these outcomes more likely to happen than the other? If I roll this die, am I more likely to get a 1 than I am to get a 2? Or is it an even chance that, well, it could be any of these 6 outcomes? I know that this die is even in shape and the weight of it is even. So I think that all 6 outcomes have an equal chance of coming true. So if I was to roll this die 6 times, I guess I could predict that, well, maybe it would land on each number once. Like if I was to toss a coin twice, I might predict that I'd get 1 heads and 1 tails. So I suppose in the predicted outcome column here, I'm going to write down, well, I predict that I get 1 of each. Is that actually going to happen? Well, let's find out. Maybe, maybe not. All right. I'm going to shake here. I've got a 1. Okay. So the actual outcome so far, I've got 1, 1. A 1 again. So already we've seen that the actual outcome doesn't always match the predicted outcome. A 4. That's 3 dice rolls. A 4 again. How funny is that? Did we predict that? Not at all. A 3. That's 5 dice rolls I can see, so 1 more. A 2. So, we listed all of our possible outcomes. We made a prediction based on what we thought were the chances, the probability of getting those different outcomes. And then we actually ran the chance experiment and we recorded the actual outcomes here. They didn't match up. Interesting. But they kind of do have a little bit of a spread to them. Yes, we got 2 1s and we got 2 4s when we rolled our die. But it's interesting, it wasn't like just 1 or 2 numbers got all of the results. There was a little bit of a spread, kind of like we predicted, although not exactly as we predicted. So interesting, we can make a prediction based on what are the chances or what's the probability of all of those different outcomes. But what actually happens isn't always going to be the case. If I toss a coin 2 times, I might predict 1 heads and 1 tails, but that's not always going to work out that way, is it? I might predict, or the weatherman might predict, sunny weather tomorrow, but that's not always going to be the case. Even if he says, oh, it's a high chance of sunny weather, not always going to come true that way.